In this video, we are going to see how to create Trello cards from new JotForm submissions. So here, let's say that every time there is a new submission through a form builder application, here we have taken the example of JotForm. You want with the information to create a Trello card. Now for this, you will have to set up some integration between JotForm and Trello, and the same thing can be done using Pabbly Connect software. Here your trigger application would be JotForm and your action application would be Trello. Now how can you do this yourself? Integrate and automate this entire process. To understand that, let me take you to my screen. To begin with the process, we are first going to type the URL pabbly.com/connect, and as we do that, here we have reached the landing page of this software. On the right hand side, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. So if you are an existing user, simply click on sign in. If you are a new user, click on this tab sign up. It won't take more than 2 minutes, and also at the time of account creation, you will get 100 free tasks. So now I'm going to click on sign in. And as I do that, here we have reached all applications page. Let's click on access now for Pabbly Connect. As we do that, here we have reached the dashboard of this application. On the right hand side, you can see a tab create workflow. Let's click on this, and a dialog box has appeared which is asking us to name this workflow. Now here my objective is that every time a form is submitted, here I'm using the example of a JotForm. So after the submission, the information that we have received, with that information I wish to create a Trello card. So I'm going to name it as create Trello cards from new JotForm submissions. Let's click on create. As we do that, here we have reached another window which has got two extremely important events. One is trigger, another one is action. Triggers and actions are basically those two principles or concepts on which this entire automation works. Trigger is when this happens, action says do this. Basically, action here is the response of your trigger application. Now, as per this integration, my trigger application will be JotForm. Let's click on this. Now, the trigger event is the event that will make this workflow run. So it is going to be new response. Here you can see it is written that this trigger will instantly capture new incoming data and the workflow execution will start in real time, which means that this application has got no polling time. Now I'm going to copy this webhook URL. This is going to act as a bridge for connecting Pabbly Connect with JotForm. So once we do this, what are we supposed to do? We have to follow this help desk. Open your form in the form builder and click on the settings tab, go to the integrations, search for webhook and paste the above URL in add webhook field. So now I'm going to take you to my JotForm account. These are the various forms that I've already created. You can create your own form by clicking on this tab. So now I'm going to show you this form that I have created. This is a registration form. So this is the registration form, and here I have the following fields: task name, description, start date, priority and due date. So first what we have to do is we have to go to settings. There we will find integrations on the left hand side. Here we are supposed to look for webhooks. Let's click on this, and now this webhook URL, we are supposed to copy this and paste this over here. So once you do this, click on complete integration. And now here we can see that our integration is ready. Let's click on finish. And once we have done this, we are going to go back to the form. And here we are going to click on preview form. Once this is here, so we are going to open the form in a new tab. And now we are going to fill up this form. Let's say the task name here is new task. Description is test description. Now let's say the start date is 24th of January, priority is high, and due date here is, let's say, 26th of January. I'm going to click on submit. As I do that, here we can see that our form has been submitted. Going back to Pabbly Connect, here we can see that we have received the API response. So here as I take you down, this is the start date year, then month and day, due date year, month and day, then we have the description, and then we have the task name. Then again here we have the description test. So here we have everything in array format. So once we have received this information, now what is my objective? To create a Trello card. So my action application would be Trello. Let's click on this. And now the action event here would be to create a card with plain text type description. Now I'm going to click on connect. Here again Pabbly Connect is asking to connect itself with a Trello account. So let's click on add new connection. to set up this connection, we need a username, API key and token. So first you have to log into your Trello account and then you can click on this hyperlink here. As you do that, this here is your API key. So I'm going to copy this, go back to Pabbly Connect and paste this over here. Going back, here is the hyperlink token. Let's click on this. As you do that, this here is your username. Copy this, go back to Pabbly Connect, paste this here, and then we need the token. So for this, as you click on allow here, you will get your token. So I'm going to copy this, go back to Pabbly Connect and paste this over here. Let's click on save to set up this connection. And here you can see that Pabbly Connect is now connected with Trello. Now here we have to choose the board, the list ID. To understand this, first I'm going to take you to my Trello account. So this is my Trello account and here you can see these are the various workspaces, and within these workspaces like John's social media calendar, then we have Pabbly Connect, we have got different boards. And let's say that I want social media posts. So as I come here you can see we have got different lists. So going back to Pabbly Connect, first of all I'm going to select social media posts. So this is my board that I've selected. Now the list ID was new post lineups. Now here we are supposed to map this name. So how do we do this? As I click on this, so it is going to show me the previous steps. So as I click on this and take you down, this here is the name of my Trello card. Basically I want it to be new task. Now the description, again as I click on this, go to step 1, this here is the description. This is known as mapping. Why is mapping important? So that every time the workflow runs, it can take the new data into account. Otherwise, if I had written this manually, it would have only taken the manually written data every time the workflow would have run. Now the position, so you want the position of your card at the top. Now the member ID and label ID, you can put in this information. Now the due date. So here we have to enter the due date in this format, month/date/year. So I'm going to again map this. So first of all, we have got the month. Then I'm going to put a slash, go back here, and then I want the date. So here is the date, and then I need the year. So again, as I take you down, this here is the year. Okay, now if you have any URL, so you can attach it here. I'm going to click on save and send test request. As I do that, here we have received the API response according to which a card must be created in Trello. So now I'm going to take you to my Trello account, and yes, here you can see new task has been created and these are the details, which basically means that our integration is a success, but we also need to check this in real time. So I'm going to take you back to JotForm and I'm going to fill in the form once again. Let's say the task name is dummy task. Then we have the description, so it is dummy description. Then we have the start date. Let's say the start date is 27th of January and the priority is medium. Then the due date here, let's say it is 31st of January. I'm going to click on submit. As I do that, what should happen? Automatically a Trello card should be created. So let's go to our Trello account. And I'm going to close this, and yes, here you can see a dummy task has been created and these are the details. I hope that you have understood this well. Taking you back to Pabbly Connect, let's quickly understand what we have done. Here our trigger application is JotForm where the event is new response, and our action application is Trello where we have created a card with plain text type description. I hope you are clear with this. If in case you have any doubt, you can refer to the workflow which is given in the video description. You can also clone the same and start to process immediately. Apart from this, if you have any specific integration to work on, you can always write to us.
Not only this, but you can integrate multiple applications using Pabbly Connect software. To ask any of your query, you have to write at forum.pabbly.com. You can also visit our website, which is www.pabbly.com/connect. To get all the details about the latest updates, the integrations and applications, you can visit our Facebook group. If in case you have found this video helpful, then do not forget to share this with your friends and colleagues so that they can also get into automation and make their life easy. I'm going to see you very soon with different integrations and automations. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Take care of yourself.